All right. You guys got this. Reddy and Chris, do you guys want to spectate or do you want to jump out and just watch stream? Completely fine either way. But I just got to throw that out there. It will be like that. Got 10 losses in a row. If it makes you feel better, it makes me feel great about this. This is your first game online? Okay. If you lose to the bots, you have to sub. I like Tyrion's idea right now. Keck. You guys ready? Play like normal. Play like you normally would. And if you have any questions, drop them into the game chat, and I will do my best. Or Typhon, sorry. Typhon, not Tyrion. My bad. I'm reading quick, okay? Relax over there. All right, we got 3 readies. Loth, are you good? Cork, you can sub if you want to. All right, we're good. All right, remember, play like you normally would. I'll do my best to just critique you as you guys play. Don't feel the need to change things mid-game, but try to take it into heart of what I'm talking about. You can also just play the game normally. Pause, like just take a marker on the stream, VOD right now. I'll try to do my best to mark it. And I'll mark it actually right now. Yeah, I know Cork, you're Chris, but I'm going to call you Chris because that's your stream name, and that's going to be easier for me. So I'm just starting a marker right now for start of session 2. All right, we're going to go. Just play it like normal, and if you guys want to, I do have a marker in my VOD, so you guys can come back to this next time, or like later today, and read through or watch it again, so you don't have to try to be playing and also listening and changing what you're doing, because I know that can be hard. Been there, done that. So just play like normal, guys. If you guys want to communicate on when you want to send, etc., go for it. I will try to help you as games get late if you guys are starting to fall apart, as I did last time. So I don't try to force you guys to do things, but you know, I might drop a subtle hint of sending on 15 into bots is usually a good idea. You know, something like that. All right, so we got agreed, redraw, redraw. And I didn't see what the last one was. So at least 1 greed, 2 redraws. Don't know what the third was. We'll see what they kind of pick down as. We got Protector, Overwork, and Sorcerer. All great options. All great options here. Okay, so I can see this. This is redraw, redraw, greed, greed. So Fluffy and Blazin both went greed, 2 redraws. Lothi, you can get by without the Polywog here and go 4-worker. So in a ranked match, I'd actually recommend not placing the Polywog because then they know your idea for on 2. So just don't push another worker and you can still go the Devilfish next wave. You don't need to place it though here, and I would place it half a square down if I were going to. Angler start, Bounty Hunter is not bad right now. I think Anglers are really good. If I was Fluffy, I might personally have gone Green Devil with a single Angler to the left of it to get more stacks early, to try to get like a 100 stack Bounty Hunter by 6, excuse me. Zeus and Antler. Okay. Zeus is a great start. I don't know if Blazin's going to be able to pull it off with the current units he has in his repertoire. Got 20, 20, 20 across the board. Looks great. The 2 people who got snails actually benefit relatively well from the snails. If Fluffy wanted to, he can actually go 5-worker now. It's a little sketchy, but he's able to. He's got the units to help him out on 3 with the gargoyle, so he could actually pretty easily go 5-worker. If I was Lothi, I'd still make sure you have enough for the oh, excuse me. So it'd be 4-worker because we're in a classic. So remember, it's 4-worker, guys, not 5. This would be 4. It'd be 4-worker, not 5. Lothi has enough for the Devilfish. Oh, I would have went Devilfish here. Lothi. Get the cannon if you can. Yep. You might leak now. Devilfish is your play. Sorry. Because since this is a 1 worker down, 4 worker is actually 5 workers. So you're a 5 worker start now, which I don't know if this holds. Actually, legitimately no fucking clue. Okay, so the Zeus went 5 worker, which is to be expected. Heza's 4 worker, perfectly fine. He's got Aquas for next, which is good. Could even get 2 Aquas down if they income send Aqua. 2 Aquas in a B if he wants it. Blazin', I'm concerned about him next, how he's going to hold. Fluffy's a pretty standard start. Was that a hold by our boy Lothi? Looks like it. Good stuff. On this wave, you almost always want to be Seraphim, not Devilfish. Fun fact. Seraphim is a better unit for the wave. Blazin's going to have to upgrade one of those. Yeah, this is a little sketchy. I don't know if Blazin will hold here. Thankfully for them, the bots are king-upping. Again, we talked about this a little bit last game, but make sure you try to position your ranged units in front of your tanks. You get more damage out of them, you get more value. So if you haven't already, check my positioning video. Okay. So good hold by everybody here. I don't necessarily love the excess pack rat here. The only reason why I say that is pack rats start to fall off in value, right? Like I would have much rather seen him almost even shifted here, right? He's pretty good on 4. Even double snail, I think he probably would have held. Or pro leaked. Let's see here. How does our boy with the bounty hunter do? Fluffy's doing pretty good here. Decent hold out of Lothi. Lothi, for wave 4, you want to go back to the Devilfish. You want to go back to Devilfish on wave 4. It's going to just tank better and still do decent damage. So good hold by everybody, but Lothi, not a problem. That's a simple mistake. Devilfish is usually better on after 3 for most waves. You could theoretically go Seraphim on the left-hand side where your Eternal Wanderer is, if you really want to go Sarah here. In this situation, I would love to see a Fire Elemental come out, but he's 3 gold short. Theoretically, you could sell this Buzz and get a Fire Ellie. Fire Ellies are really good on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 even. Falls off 10, obviously, but that's, you know... Uh-oh. Again, this is where I say be careful, because listening to me... while playing the game, you sometimes won't have time to do what I'm explaining. So be careful there. Huzzah. If you got it off in time, I think you would full hold. Now I think you're leaking hard. So don't always do it if you don't think you have time. Yeah, that kind of happened. Sorry. It's at least a 69% leak. You look cool. Nice. Okay, treasure hunt here on Blazin', which is fine. He's good on these next couple waves. Exactly, Zirian. It's the same situation as last time where you wanted to do the boars instead of the archers instead of the boars. It doesn't make sense to do it. I'm just explaining why I would do something differently. You don't necessarily have to follow. And then maybe an aqua here. Upgrade the other Aqua could be another option here to a Rogue Wave, or even switch up the places. The Eternal Wanderer is completely fine. The extra Zuka here is fine. I would still probably keep treasure hunting if I were Blazin. He's a really under here, but he's good on this wave. He's going to definitely need a bunk for next wave. Bunk on 7 is Blazin's only real hope of holding. And I would place the bunk in the split. Our boy Fluffy getting lucky, getting these income sends or king ups when he's got anglers is giving him the ability to push really hard. So he's sitting pretty nice. Gargoyle for 7. He's looking decent. Lothi switching over and going to a Zeus here, completely fine. How he wants to hold next is a little bit up to him. For Heza, again, the Aqua is probably your best play here. Aquas are great these next couple waves. If I'm going to do the bunk and the split, I usually even split or half under with the Zeus. If you want my opinion there, Michael, for the bunk. Fluffy, a little sketchy to not get the Green Devil, but should be fine. And then Lothi, an extra Devilfish, not the best use of money, but not bad either. The problem I have with Devilfish is they'll fall off really hard mid-game, and that can sometimes be a little bit of a problem. You are creating a strong split, though, so your Elite Archer does get more time on the left-hand side, which is fine. I just say make sure you protect your Elite Archer a little bit more now for, like, some of these coming waves. It worked out nicely for you. The bounties are getting huge here. Looking pretty good. Blazin actually held a Brute here, which is nice. 670 value holding a Brute is pretty darn good. One of the bots just leaked to a Brute. What'd the bot have? Crap, so that makes sense. Pretty good leak here. A lot of low health units, but it still counts, right? A leak is a leak. 2 of them leaked, actually. The other one leaked, looks like orange. Who was sending? That's, green. Green? Wow, I'm actually surprised. Mole, though, does a lot. Looking at values here. It's kind of tough for Michael in this situation, because he's kind of got an awkward gold amount. I would, if I was Heza, I would start looking at 9 and 10 more than I would here. So whether that be start looking at another Wanderer or what have you. Heza looks like he's about to be shifting. Yep. Another Brute. Not really great on 8, so he should be okay. I worry a little bit about Fluffy here. Fluffy's damage is not really that great on this wave, and a Cannoneer slaps him in the teeth. Looks like we're going to get a couple leaks out of everyone here. Yep, a couple leaks out of everyone here. Not a huge deal. Wave 8 is King's job. I tend to leak there a lot too. It's just one of those things you got to be careful going into it. Careful going into it, because Wave 8, if you don't have enough DPS or even tank value at that point. So like Heza probably would have held if he would have either full placed another Wanderer or something of the sort there, but not holding enough really to really save his teammates. If Michael can, I was going to say Havens really is a good play for him, but I don't think he gets there. 241. Okay, yep, okay. Angler here is fine. A good placement on the angle, right? You want the angles. That is one thing. Most people here are at least rocking some sort of angle. Right, like this pack route was misplaced, but it's not a big deal. Heza, maybe that's what I'd say to start looking into next. You definitely want to be building at an angle as much as you possibly can. Michael, if they don't send you here, definitely try to go for that Haven ASAP. They send you here, so I mean, just start looking at full pushing these next couple waves. Not full pushing, but like pushing the full amount that you would off of an 80 cents or 2. So in this situation, again, Fire Ellies are doing great damage for you here, Heza. Your tank line is sustaining a lot longer here, which is what you want. And now it's just a question of, can you hold 10? And with your current build, I'd say 10 is King's job. It's not yours to hold. Some of your teammates are going to be actually pretty strong on 10, so I wouldn't worry too much. If Lothi, I'd say probably Trinity Archer for you. If I was you in this situation, Trinity Archer, Fluffy, start looking at getting one of those upgrades. If you can, Blazin, go for a bunk upgraded. If not, don't worry too much about it. 124 under. I'd start maybe pushing. Ooh, I wouldn't necessarily pack rat here. That's just me on 10. I don't normally pack rat 10 though. You're a little bit weak. Another antler here. It'll be a good tank value. You'll get all the kills, right? You'll get all the sends killed with your aquas, but you're definitely not going to hold here. Just too little value at single target. Unfortunate, Michael. That's why you kind of want the pack rats up here. The pack rats can try to keep things off of your Snick-a-Snake. 210 value is very under for a wave like this, so I'd say be careful in those situations. Lothi, I'd almost say put an APS where you've got that Zuka right now. Would be a decent spot for an APS. Should be looking pretty good. Just got it? Sweet. Yeah, if you just re-rolled into it, that makes a whole lot of sense. Gives you a lot of value on some of these coming waves. If I can say any helpful hints, majority of their team is really bad on 13. If I'm looking at the enemy here. A ton of gargoyles, kingpins, hellraisers, aquas, double sky queen. Really pretty bad on 13. Keep that in mind, guys. Haven will carry you now in the next 2 waves, Michael. So be careful. Realistically, next wave you got to worry about is 13. You can push probably 3 worker off this 120 though. Pretty easily. Fluffy, I know as much as you'd like to probably go Protector on your Kingpin, it's probably not the answer to put a Protector on Kingpin. Make sure you guys are pushing here off these sends mid-game. Oh, Michael, if you didn't know what to get there for an option, tax allowance wasn't it. I would even have just gone Protector on the Haven. Protector on the Haven wouldn't be bad. Large health unit, get Protector on it, not too terrible. Or I'd Protector on like a Zeus to give your Havens with Haven some health regeneration. Protector also is really good on Gates, Michael, though I think at this point, Gates are probably not your play. You guys are kind of behind to be going Gates now, this late. Okay, relatively big send by them here. Ooh, I'm getting some weird lag. I'm not lagging on stream, am I? Small leak by you, Michael, is probably worth it to have the double treasure hunt here. Again, if you guys are going to go big in 13. Nope, no lag. Okay, just maybe server lag. Somebody's doing a big game, I guess, on the servers. I keep pressing 3 to like pull up things, but it's obviously not the quick play. I'd say really start worrying now, Michael, about getting some more tanks. Not Michael, excuse me, Lothi. You want more tanks in this situation. You only really have 1 true tank, 2 kind of tanks, or 3 kind of tanks.
On your mark.
And the Trinity's bad here. Okay, upgrading Antler, okay, is your plan. I would say even boars for next. Boars for 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Boars, boars, boars. Can't live without them. Yeah, because at this point you just don't have enough tanks, and your Trinity Archer is just not very good at dealing damage while it's getting targeted. I think you'll still hold, maybe leak 1. Just not enough with the Zeuses, but just small leak. Has a leaking hard, happens. Everyone's kind of leaking small here. You guys did kind of save a little bit, which kind of hurts. Almost all of them leaked. If I can make any recommendation into Heza for your send, while it sounds great to go Shaman, I would have just sent a 4 Eyes and a Mole here. 4 Eyes Mole, I think, would have been your better send. Not a huge deal, just something to keep in mind. Again, Michael, you just need more tank. I feel like a lot of you guys are just kind of running into this trope of I got DPS, so I'm good. And I just think you need tanks. Tanks, tanks, tanks. So if you place a boar here, Lothi, you'll want something in the top right to kind of have the boar run into, if possible. Again, you don't really want an elite archer here. You just want tank line if possible. So I'd even say just elite archer is probably fine, but you really need more tanks. If I were you here, Heza, I'd put the LOD on the head chef if I could. LODs are decent when they've got some healing. At least if they're sustained long term. Don't need tanks if all the enemy units are dead? Yeah. Thanks for the follow, Hans. I would say go big 15. Your guys' last chance is 15. Mass Antler with Aura any good, by the way? It's not terrible. The problem is Antlers are still, at the end of the day, a natural tank. So Mass Antlers can kind of be a little sketchy at best. Okay, maybe these bots are a little too strong for you guys right now. You guys are worker pushing okay. I think your values are just falling apart. Defeat. GG's. That was an L, sadly. Gotta get the light turned on in here. It's getting dark. Best combo? The one you can win with. Yeah, and the diamond player was way ahead. Blazin wasn't doing bad. Blazin was ahead of them in income and everything. It's just the lack of tanks. But like I've said, Zirian, the current elo is very inflated. I would say Michael and Fluffy are definitely probably in their respective ranks. But at the end of the day, now I will say I did screw Heza because I didn't personally screw him, but I did tell him about some options he had, and then he changed it last second without being able to get it in time. That does kind of hurt. That kind of slowed Heza down. But like, even if you look at the building styles of Lothi and Heza, they're very similar comparatively to like what Blazin and Fluffy are doing right now. You know, more blocky out of Heza. Whereas I was coaching Lothi too, right? So Lothi was building a little bit more like a higher elo would. But yeah. At the end of the day, I think some of you guys just got a little behind in income. Mid to late game. And that kind of hurt. Mid game, I should say. Early to mid game. And that can kind of kill you. Glad you guys are finding this useful. It's something I thought I'd try. It's given me something to do. Fluffy, you know, if I were you, I wouldn't necessarily build Protector and put Gate there because you want value. Put it on this Zeus. Sure, Troll, get in time. The extra health is nice, but the problem is for me, that unit dies. It's every 40 Mythium you get, you push a worker Loth. Every 40 Mythium. Check out my worker video. That's 40, not 60. That explains why you're behind in workers. By the cheap tank. I don't know what you mean by cheap tank, my man. There's a lot of cheap tanks. Check my YouTube out. If we can, let's get some new players again in here. I'm gonna take a pee break real quick. Well, that's the thing. Every 40 Mythium you get sent to you, it's a positive, right? I'm gonna take a pee real quick.